Welcome everyone to the 5th round of the Unlimited Racing 2D Season 2 Championship. The first four races have been walkovers for Apple Alpine. But here, in the crown jewel of motor racing at Monaco, will it be different? On paper, obviously they're the favourites, and I think Charles Leclerc has taken 3 poles out of the first 4 races. Sergio Perez taking his maiden pole last time out. Charles Leclerc though, in qualifying he looks utterly unstoppable. No one's going to catch up to him in qualifying. However, Sergio Perez looks like he's putting on a good show as they reach the Nouvelle Chicane. Now into La Piscine. Rascasse down the final corner, and it looks like Charles Leclerc has pole position number 4 of the season. Sergio Perez will join him on the front row of the grid. Starting P3, George Russell. Nearly a second off his teammate. That was a really poor lap from Russell. Lando Norris P4, Carlos Sainz P5, Max Verstappen P6, Jack Aitken P7, Alexander Albon P8, really good qualifying from him, and Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon 9 and 10. Lewis Hamilton though, that's surely his worst qualifying for a long time, starting P11. Don't forget he won this race last season. Mick Schumacher P12, Daniel Ricciardo P13, Yuki Tsunoda P14, Nico Hülkenberg P15, Carl P16, Valtteri Bottas P17, Lance Stroll P18, Robert Schwarzman P19, and Nikita Mazepin starting from dead last. Anyways, as we get to the grid, it looks like 5 lights out, and away we go. Good start from Sergio Perez, an even better start from Lando Norris. Lando's gonna try to run the outside. Lando Norris, will he make it stick? No, he won't. Leclerc just using some of his hours there. All of the top 4, all on the hard tyres. Leclerc though, he has the lead. Carlos Sainz though, so far so good. As I say that though, commentator's curse makes a slight error, but really, first lap, this is just what many of them would have wanted. One driver though, he's had a horrendous first lap. George Russell, he's in P9. George Russell's in P9. Who would have thought? Lando Norris now in the lead. He just wants to control the race. Could he potentially get his first race victory? It's Monaco, a hard track to overtake. By a long race ahead. And do not forget, last time out, we thought, maybe Lewis Hamilton could potentially get a win, or Sergio Perez. But we were all proven wrong. Stacking the P4. How long can he keep that P4 for? Albon and Sainz right on him. Now Verstappen pits. He's a soft tyre runner, as does Alexander Albon. These first few laps are just, important. If you're a hard runner, anyways, Jack Aitken gets past Charles Leclerc. Leclerc gets right past though. This is just what George Russell needed. Start on the hard tyres to go a little bit longer. Maybe he can overcut a few drivers, because Russell's having a terrible race. Jack Aitken's in. It's around now. If you're a hard tyre runner, you begin to start considering pitting. Behind Lando Norris though, it looks like Charles Leclerc and George Russell fighting for P2 and P3. Norris is in, as is Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Now, the hard tyre runners making their stops. This next tyre compound is going to be so important. Norris, what tyre is he going? He's going for the hards. As is Charles Leclerc. George Russell, the soft tyre. So they've managed to switch the strategy. However, whilst that's all been happening, it looks like Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen have managed to undercut Lando Norris. But Norris gets Ocon easily. Verstappen. Can Verstappen hold up Lando? Oh, it's going to be really close. Lando's going to try around the outside. He has no Rs. Or does he? He has to get past now. Right now. Makes the move stick. Just what he would have wanted. Further back, George Russell on the faster, racier tyre has managed to get the move done on Charles Leclerc. This is for the championship. Leclerc and Russell know this is for the championship. Russell really aggressive though. Esteban Ocon pits. Ocon pits. As does Pierre Gasly and Mick Schumacher. Lando Norris, so what a Monaco Grand Prix he's had up to this point. So far so good. Jack Aitken gets overtaken by Carlos Sainz, but holds up Charles Leclerc. Russell gets past. Russell's in. Russell is in. Same as Max Verstappen. Who else pits? Alexander Albon. Lando Norris though, beginning to fall into the clutches of Carlos Sainz. Obviously Sainz on the more racier tyre. If Lando Norris can make his tyres go one more lap, I think he could make a two-stop work. He's gonna pit now or wait one more lap. He waits. Carlos Sainz pits. So now Charles Leclerc is released. Whilst this is all happening, do not forget about George Russell. Never forget about George Russell. Because he's pitted. Norris and Leclerc now battling for, I guess you could say, the race lead. Although George Russell now, with the strategy change, has put himself in a very pretty position. Lando Norris is in, same as Charles Leclerc. There, Russell, he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. What tyres will they go on? Presumably hards? Softs! Softs for Lando Norris. And hards for Charles Leclerc. Well, if McLaren are going to win, it's going to be because of the strategy. McLaren have sent Lando Norris onto the soft tyres. And the AWS telemetry is telling us that George Russell's hard tyres, they're not in the best of conditions. So early on, Lando Norris gets the move done on Carlos Sainz. Now, can Lando Norris make the move on George Russell? He's going to go around the outside. Lando Norris goes around the outside. However, George Russell's going to want the position back. No, he can't. Lando Norris has the lead of this Monaco Grand Prix. George Russell second. Carlos Sainz third. Is this the day? Apple Alpine's dominance. Is this the day? Apple Alpine's race-winning form. Is this the day Apple Alpine's 1-2 finish all come to an end by one man in George Russell, in Lando Norris, sorry. George Russell's fallen 2 seconds off. Russell's tyres are gone. Carlos Sainz, his tyres are gone. However, rain is predicted to be on the way. Rain is predicted and all the drivers are coming in. Lando Norris, they've kept him out for another lap because when he pitted, when everyone pitted, he was in front of them. I think if you're McLaren, this is perfect. Go one extra lap and pit now. Make a safety pit stop. They will come out in the lead, I think. I'm pretty sure. George Russell's just at Nouvelle Chicane. There's Lando Norris, you can see him. It's going to be really tight. Norris is coming out of the pits. You will see George Russell at the bottom of your screen, but Lando Norris makes it work. But Lando Norris is on the softs. They've pitted Norris for the softs. Why have they done that? George Russell ran the outside. Oh no! Heartbreak for McLaren. Heartbreak for McLaren. Why have they done that? Oh no! What have McLaren done? George Russell, from nowhere, has won the Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz P2, but what if for George Russell? Charles Leclerc takes P4, Verstappen P5, Perez P6, Aitken P7, Albon P8, Ocon P9, Gasly P10, Lewis Hamilton, a horrible weekend for him, P11, P12, Yuki Tsunoda. Will it be? Will Schumacher have taken? It looks like it's Tsunoda. Mick Schumacher P13, Hulkenberg P14, Alot P15, Ricardo P16, Bottas P17, Stroll P18, Schwarzman P19, and Mazepin well started. You have to feel though for Lando Norris. He deserved to win that race, honestly. I thought McLaren had made the right strategy. Stay out a lap longer because the track wasn't actually wet yet. Then pit for the wets. That was perfect. But the problem was they didn't pit for the wets. They stayed on the dry tyres. Oh, heartbreak. Anyways, congratulations to George Russell on the race win. And even Carlos Sainz, he went underneath the radar. Another podium for Alfa Romeo. Really good performance from Sainz. Championship wise, not too many changes. This is how the second half of the standings looks like. Constructors wise, it looks like Apple Alpine have a massive lead over Force Amazon India. McLaren third, Alfa Romeo fourth, Williams fifth. That's really tight, honestly, between Alfa Romeo and Williams. It changes every single race. Mercedes, sick. Don't count them out though. Haas, you can begin to feel some pressure from Ferrari, just 15 points behind. Looks like AlphaTauri will be finishing last. Anyways, what a Monaco Grand Prix that was. Filled with excitement and heartbreak. Especially if you're you're connected to Lando Norris or McLaren. An unlucky day for McLaren, but I'm sure they'll bounce back at Silverstone. Thanks for being here, and goodbye.